K-12 math I didn't know until after my master's in math, part 6. I didn't realize that we can find the greatest common factor and the least common multiple of two numbers at the same time. We can do this with the ladder method. So what we do is we factor out factors they have in common. So what factor do 36 and 120 have in common? Well, you can choose any common factor. I'm going to say 6. So 36 divided by 6 is 6. 120 divided by 6 is 20. And we can keep going with this. So what factor do 6 and 20 have in common? 2. So let's factor out a 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 20 divided by 2 is 10. Now, 3 and 10 are what we call relatively prime, meaning they have no other factor in common besides 1. So we are done. So the greatest common factor can be found by multiplying the factors we factored out. So the greatest common factor of 36 and 120 is 6 times 2, which is 12. Now, what about the least common multiple? Well, since these two numbers are relatively prime to each other, all we have to do is multiply all of these numbers in this L shape. So 6 times 2 times 3 times 10. Well, that's 12 times 30, which is 360. So the least common multiple of 36 and 120 is 360. And we can illustrate this idea with this Venn diagram. So if you're in K-12 and you already know this, you're already way ahead of me. Because when I did it, I just did a whole bunch of factor trees. But in my opinion, this is so much more efficient.